Chuck Gollop, and on this episode of American Dream TV Selling Twin Cities, we are at Highland Bridge, which is the former site of the Ford plant, the Twin Cities Assembly Plant. It's 122 acres that Ford developed back in 1917. They rolled like 7 million cars out of here. Ending production in 2011, this plant was a powerhouse for the neighborhood. It's now been redeveloped into an incredible neighborhood. So I am going to take you on a great journey through Highland Park. I've actually called an Uber. They should be here any second. I'm looking for Byron in a black Ford. Oh, looks like the car was built here. And here's my Uber. Oh my God, this is great. You must be Byron. I'm Chuck.
Yes, Byron.
Great, okay. Thanks. Byron, tell me a little bit about the history of your car. And we're actually sitting in front of something iconic that has to do with the Ford plant. Can you tell me about that?
Sure. This particular location is the site of the original Ford assembly plant that was built such that the 1925 car could be, which is a Model T, of course, could be assembled here. And the assembly plant lasted from 1925 until 2011, which was the last year of the Ranger pickup truck, which was the last one that was assembled. So it's been 14 years almost since there was a car made here. This is a 1924 Ford that I've had since just right after high school. I bought it, and I've had it continuously since then. Taken it cross country twice, New York to Seattle, as it says on the side.
How long did that take?
It takes about a month. It's 3,571 miles.
Wow.
Each way. Would you like to start the car?
I would love to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The crank is attached already.
Here we are on the banks of the Mississippi, overlooking the mighty lock and dam that used to power the Ford plant. So I want you to picture the Ford plant is now gone, and it has been completely replaced with a mixed unit development with luxury condos, luxury row homes, luxury custom builds, a medical facility, 55 acres of green space, the biggest solar array in the Twin Cities, a tap room, and tons of senior living. I want you, whoa, it's another Ford. How did this thing end up here? What year is this thing?
1929 Ford Model A Roadster, and built 95 years ago on this same site.
What a day, how cool.
It's my wife's great uncle who owned it, and he bought it new. He drove it all the way through till the early 60s.
Wow.
And that was his primary vehicle. They had a small farm in southwestern Minnesota. So
What's the top speed?
top speed is probably about 40, and anything over that, it gets really shaky. So
Okay.
yeah.
What are some cool features about this car? Tell me two of your favorite things.
The favorite thing is certainly the convertible top. It's it's a Roadster. The other thing is a rumble seat. And
yeah.
you know, otherwise it's strictly a two-passenger, and they are real small people apparently, and so we can fit 3 people or 4 people in there.
Okay, so we talked about the car, which is built here, but you also know a little bit of history and with the workers living in the neighborhood. Can you tell me about that?
So kind of southeast of the Ford plant, a lot of smaller homes were built in the 50s, and those were all Ford workers.
Yeah, 2,100 people, and they all came to Highland Village. They went to Pudge's. They all were part of this community.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
What a great history, and it's so cool that this car was built in the plant.
Yes. Yep. 1929. It's amazing.
And this whole development centers around this beautiful water feature which flows down to the Mississippi River and comes to a beautiful end, just like the end of our episode. Thanks for watching American Dream TV. I've been your host, Chuck Gollop. Thanks for watching Selling Twin Cities. We'll see you on the next one.